Follow the drip. Follow the
Are
drip.
you one that likes to stand out amongst the rest? Well, check out Painted Drip by The Joker. Painted Drip is a customized footwear company that it specializes in unique hand-painted, customized footwear, which is hand-painted by the Joker himself. Shipping is available all over, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you are, we can get your products to you. So follow The Drip. Check out their IG page, Painted Drip, for more information. And again, all footwear is customized and hand-painted by the Joker himself.
No doubt, no doubt. This your boy, the Joe Dove, WC, back in full effect right here on this pop up show with the Joker, man. Movement right here, man. Brought to you by Painted Drip, sponsor designer, merch designer for a lot of people like Winter Peace, myself, and for Green Links Media, which is Green Links Media. It's in the description. Go ahead and subscribe us on YouTube, man, and let them things roll a little bit, man. Because we got a lot of positive things on YouTube to give you some advice, some mental health advice, and also some motivational things, man, so you can stay positive in your walk, man, while you out here in this world, man. It's getting crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna get right into this amazing movement that I got going on, and and I appreciate everybody that's tuned in today. And shout out to the ones that's tuned in, and people that also that I'm talking about in the description. We're gonna talk about some things, and the main thing I want to talk about is getting heard with no labels needed. And we also going to talk about the people who's actually putting in this work, man, actually doing some things and elevating themselves, you know what I'm saying, as a clothes designer, as an artist, and all that. So we'll get right into it, man. Please, if you're tuned in, man, put it in the comments where you're from, where you at, you know what I'm saying, where you at and where you from, and put it in the comments, man. Put it in there so I can give you a shout out and show you some love back, man, because I'm all about giving back and making it do what it do. And we also is also Greenlinks Media is a podcast who support podcasts, and we're gonna be talking about that a lot today because a lot of artists have been asking questions in my email inboxes across the board from TikTok to Instagram, Facebook, even in me being in other podcasts that I was on, like the Hollywood podcast in Buffalo. Man, I was invited, which I see it all over my feed. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? And they're doing some amazing things with my man DJ Unknown. And I think that's very sweet what they got going on, man, and all that. But I'm going to continue to do what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag a certain person that that I've been following for almost 3 weeks now, and she is amazing. You know what I'm saying? One love to her. Shout out to her, Betty Houdini. You know what I'm saying? I had to put her definitely in this conversation because she is she's putting together a movement to where she's also supporting other podcasts in her group pages and all that frequency vibe, man. I appreciate everything that's going on with her and her team because she's actually bringing people to the forefront as artists on her review show. She's definitely doing a lot of things positive, man. Shout out to Betty Houdini, man. Make sure you follow her. It's in the comments, man. In the comments, I definitely had to do that to show love and to let her know that she is definitely making it do what it do, Betty Houdini, and she is definitely showing love to a lot of people. That's that's even the people that aren't even showing love to her, she's still showing love, and that's what it's all about. It's all about being consistent and being genuine from the heart and making it do what it do. And she's sharing so much good content, and she's putting a lot of artists on. So make sure y'all hit her up, get her information, get your music played on her platform because she's definitely is breaking records. And that's what this podcast is about today. You know, what I'm saying pretty much is the new source, and of podcasting. It's all about being heard with no labels too. Shout out to the people that's tagged in the description that that's doing their thing. Talk about Jasmine who gets signed a deal and all that. But let's get right into it, man. Invest in yourself, man. Invest in yourself. Indie podcast is the new marketing tool, and I'm gonna get into that real deep because I don't know no other source that artists getting recognized right now. The DJs is doing a thing, and I think the DJs need to step their game up to really push artists like they used to in the 80s and the 90s. But right now, podcasters is breaking a lot of records. Like Betty Houdini is breaking a lot of records. I've got connected to like 7 artists since somebody had tagged me. Shout out to Country Boy Kev, who's one of my artists I managed back in the day. He's doing this thing up in the West Coast, in the Southwest. He has that market very on smash. He's selling out stadiums. And opened up for a lot of good major people. But ever since he tagged me in her platform, and I'm loving what she got going on, and it's straight to the point. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it. She's not really blabbling around like other podcasts do. She's going straight to the point, straight to the artist, straight to the market, straight to the music, straight to the brand, and that's what you have to do when you're doing the podcast, and that's what she's doing. And she's getting opportunities for people to hear of the artist, understand the artist, where they from, what's going on, and that's the new wave that a lot of podcasters is doing right now. And that is the new tool right now. It is the new tool right now is to definitely artists. You know what I mean? If you want to get heard and you want a fan base, go to any indie podcast that you see, reach out to them, ask them what their prices is. You know what I mean? Share it, engage with them. You know what I mean? That is important. That's how you get recognized, not just the music, but sharing the platform. I know a lot of people that get on platforms to get and get um interviewed, and then they don't even share the content. They might share it prior to them getting interviewed, but what about the next day? What about next Tuesday? What about next Friday? What about next month? What about 3 months from now? Continue to share that platform, because guess what? You never know what she got planned. She might want to do her top 10 artists that was played on the show, and she's going by not just the music, she's going by with the ones that's supporting the platform. You might be one of the ones that give you another opportunity to get your face and your brand and your music heard to a whole different type of audience. You know what I mean? This thing is all about love and being consistent in the passion of what you do. And at the same time, she does fashion, she does graphic arts, she does everything else that you need. You know what I'm saying? One stop shop. And I know a lot of artists always hit me up where to find a videographer, who will find a producer for a podcast. How can I get my music heard? How can I do this? How can I do that? Most of these podcasts, like Betty Houdini, is a one stop shop. Like even my platform is a one stop shop. I am a urban merch designer. You know what I mean? I design my own merch. I got Winter Peace, who is I'm her marketing manager. I'm also Boss Banger marketing manager, which you can check out anything we got going on with the music on razorbalent.com. I've been teaching people about going straight to consumer. We didn't really do DSPs in the last past year, but even DSPs even have a new market to where if you're not in that threshold, they do have a system to where you can market yourself and still find your audience. So still use DSPs. I'm getting back to DSPs again, because the whole thing is shifting because of what's going on in the music industry right now, man, and what's going on with the entertainment industry. Period. Look what's going on in California. You know what I mean? The fire's going on. My love and everything going to the people who lost their homes and all that. But that was a Hollywood, and that part of California was very evil place, and they cleaned it up, man. God is cleaning it up. So this is the opportunity for us as independent to actually blossom behind this, man, and on top of just showing love to and feeling we can't stop Mother Nature. We can't stop what God got planned for people like us that's in the independent way, that's actually putting in His work, sacrificing, you know what I mean, and making it do what it do. So continue to invest in yourself. Go to these podcasters, you know what I'm saying? Ask them what their interview, how much cost for an interview. Because guess what? her podcast, hot beer, what was it? Cold beer, hot liquor podcast in South Carolina. Same thing. You know what I mean? Hit them up. They play music. They have conversations. They do mostly sit down. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might gotta invest in yourself and take a trip to sit down with the podcaster at the same time you breaking bread. It's good. It's so many opportunities, but for you independent artists, you gotta have a budget behind what you want to do. You gotta have a budget to actually do what you gotta do in 2025. If you're an artist and you don't have a small budget to get on a podcast, if you don't have $100 budget a month, you know what I mean? That's enough to get on maybe three podcasters for $100. You know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? And it depends how you build a relationship with the business. Because I like to build a relationship with the business. I like to show love and to build up what other people got going on. And that's what Green Links Media is about. We we are one of the top podcasters who support podcasters. You know what I mean? We keep that ball rolling because we understand that community is getting disrespected because of the big podcasters like Drink Champs, $1 Million Worth of Game, you know, these other ones because they have a bag behind them. They part of the machine and they can definitely move different than we do. But you know, shout out to them doing their thing. But then they look down on people like myself, you know what I'm saying? The Even Rush Network podcast, Betty Houdini. They look down on us because we're the little people in the game, we independent, and we're using these tools to not just put a name for ourselves, but to help others and to have a platform that people need these platforms. You actually need these platforms, man. You walk around like you don't need these platforms. Shout out to Money Man Pockets, man, out there in Indianapolis, man. That's my second hometown. I was living out there for a couple of years. I got family out there. Shout out to one of my mentors out there, man. Group 82. Shout out to things that's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? That town closing. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. I supported a lot of things out there. Shout out to my man Dark Entertainment, where I recorded most of my album in that studio in Indianapolis. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? These are the people that's actually putting in that work. That's giving you an opportunity to go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Give you an opportunity to get your brand known in a place where nobody ever seen you before. So, you know what I'm saying? These independent podcasts that you see on your feeds, on TikTok, on, you know what I'm saying? You know, tap it. If it's on your feeds, click on it and show love and share it on your platform. It's not all about you, artists, all the time. It's good that you're marketing and promoting yourself. That's cool. But if your whole page is all about you, I'm not interested. I don't care how good you are. But when I go on your page and I see what you got going on, and you posted up like seven other things that you supporting, that's the way. That's attracted me to go to you. Like, okay, this person not just doing. They worry about them. They got good music. They're helping out other people. That's what it's called, social network. We got to socialize and network with one another, and people is not doing that on a consistent basis. They do it when they have to. No, this is an everyday consistent thing that you have to do and to keep on showing love to people like Betty Houdini, Money Man Pockets, and the Even Rush Network, DJ Larry Loud, the Loud Lab. You know what I mean? I can keep going on, man. DJ Chuck T, music review. Man, there's so many other people that I've been showing love to, and sharing every day. A Town Podcast out there in South Carolina, my man Anthony Whiteman, and my boy Go Hard Entertainment doing anything out there in South Carolina, which I always posted their stuff up. And I'm eventually going to be on that podcast this year. I'm taking a trip down there this summer. So y'all will see me on that podcast. I was on Hollywood podcast this past week. That was fun. They're going to have my cousin Rick Hyde from, you know what I'm saying, from the Benny, the Butcher crew. Man, my little cousin going to be on there this Sunday. Shout out to Cuz in town in the city of Buffalo, making it do what it do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that's actually tagging and the people that, actually doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that you artists can do for these podcasts, don't be afraid to be a sponsor. You know what I mean? Go to me and ask how can I be a sponsor on your podcast? How much can I get a month? You know what I'm saying? You come, genuinely, and you come to actually have an official budget, and you let the budget know before we ask what's your budget, we could probably do something for you. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised if you go to Betty Houdini and you tell her your budget, like yo, I like your podcast, Betty Houdini. I love what you got going on. The music review is amazing, and you actually went down the rabbit hole and paid attention to her podcast, right? You know what I mean? You'd be like, my budget in a month is about 150, but I got other things going on in that budget. What can you do for me in that budget? She might say, "Yo, give me $20 a week, and I do this for you. Give me $50 a week, I do this for you." You know what I mean? They can match that to make sure, because I know we have our prices and stuff we do. A lot of us do, but if you actually do business and have a conversation and really be genuine and be for real on what you do, we gonna meet you halfway. This is just how the business works. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, some might have a set price, and that's cool. That's what they do, but that might not be your lane right now. You might have to build yourself up to be in that lane. You know what I mean? Because you got to put in the work too as an artist. You know what I mean? But you never know. It's all about giving things a chance of what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Definitely shout out to Betty Houdini Radio Podcast, man, and she's definitely doing her thing. Shout out to my homegirl Jasmine Holland, who just got signed, who definitely know the business. When I was on college radio, she came on the show. We interviewed her. She was a special guest on the radio show when I did college radio. She just got signed to a major label, and I'm want to get to that conversation because I know a lot of people is not want to go do the label thing. But let me tell you this about labels. If you're standing your ground on what you want and the labels is still knocking at your door, eventually they're going to buckle down and give you what you want and what you deserve. Not even just an advanced money situation, just off of you setting your standards as an independent artist and the creativity side of what you're doing. You'd be surprised how many labels is going to buckle down and really get what you want. You know why? Because they're losing money by the day. If you do the research right now, average record label right now is losing because of the internet and people being independent right now and the DIYers, man. They're losing close to $50 million a day right now. You know what I mean? And because of these thresholds on these streaming platforms where you're not getting money anymore in those ways, but you're still getting listeners, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But me as a marketing manager, I will show you how to find a way that you can still make money. You know what I'm saying? Not just off the streaming, but also how to find your audience to where you can sell tickets to shows and get booked, and get paid for shows, and sell your merch. You know what I'm saying? Sell your hard copies. Hard copies is back better than ever, especially CDs and vinyl, because of Universal Records. It's to going back to hard copies now. You know what I mean? They're about to put together their own record store like they used to have back in the day. They're bringing that back. So why not us independent artists continue to do that? Be ahead of the game to where people will still check you out and get hard copies from you, like I'm doing with the merch. And I've been doing the hard copies with my music coming out, me and bars, which you can go straight to consumer right now to raisethebarent.com. Go ahead and click on that link right there or write it down. Check out the page, check out the bio, get the music singles for like $3. I'm putting the merch on there soon. I'm process getting some things together. My team, we lifing right now, so we're definitely gonna get back in the swing of things. But that's how you make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Queen Vet Green, the CEO of Green Links Media. She is definitely in the chat. Definitely making it do what it do. Shout out to her, doing her thing, lifing and making it do what it do. I appreciate. I don't see the comments on here, but I can see it on my other device right here. Saying make sure y'all click on the link right now, man, which is the YouTube page. She got a lot of motivational speaking on there, man. Tips on things that you might need throughout your day. She's like the daily bread of life on the Green Links Media on YouTube. Check out the reels, man. It's off the chain. And also Betty Houdini also been doing a lot of that too. Shout out to her. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Winter Peace, who's definitely I'm her officially her marketing manager as we speak, and she's doing the Baddies host party with Legacy Lee, who's going to be in Buffalo this weekend. I designed a hoodie for my merch, the Painted Drip merch, which is sponsored by Painted Drip. Make sure y'all continue go to Painted Drip, making it do what it do. I got the hoodies. I got the customized sneakers, which I'm about to design a pair of sneakers for the Green Links boss lady herself. Process of bringing that back for the spring and all that. And y'all continue to support, you know what I'm saying, the indie podcast. Because that's a new wave, not just for artists, for businesses also. Anybody that have an online business, hit up Green Links Media. We're gonna put together a nice package for you that's gonna be affordable for you. It's all about 2025 is all about getting in when you're fitting in. Because the Trump is in office. He's all about business. I'm not worried about all the other crazy stuff that's going on, but we can get in when we fit in on business when it comes to Trump in office because he's going to help us out in that area. I'm not worried about all the other crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and get in when we fit in and go through the positive things that he's going to do in office, like business, and take advantage of that. Let's get involved in that. Let's engage in that because we are in this joint for business, but also to help people out. Let's make it. Let's be honest in this situation. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna push the evil stuff to the side and put God in first, and we're gonna move forward as continued as we doing like Green Links Media, A Town Podcast, even Rush Network, DJ Larry Loud, the Loud Lab, Betty Houdini, Radio Podcast. I'm saying I keep going, man. Money Band Pockets. I mean, I keep going, man. These are the people who's actually putting in this work, and we would love to collab. Shout out to my man Beans, my man Bleaks, man Bleak, who haven't been on in a while, but he's a process of going back to the drawing board and bringing his podcast back up. Me and him chopped it up real good a couple weeks ago. So we go back to network with him and collab, cross network, cross keep pushing this thing. And anybody that have a business, that have a clothing line, have an online restaurant, whatever you got going on, hit these podcasts up. That's the new wave in 2025 to really get out here and really push yourself. You got Google, you got TikTok, you got all these other platforms. That's gravy. Them play platforms is off the chain too. But once you get into somebody that's independent like yourself, and we all building in the same digital world community together, you know what I'm saying? That can really help out some things, not just for the artists and the businesses, but also us as our pretty much our platform that we're building today, man. Man, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man, who's tuned in. Make sure you continue to share this, man. Click on them stars, man, and give us some love because we're gonna try to do the same thing back. It depends how how people life in the budget. But if I can't click on them stars, I'm definitely going to share it to like 7 to 8 different groups. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on pushing y'all, let people tell y'all to join into your conversation because it's these podcasts that we're doing is giving y'all information. We are the new MTV. We are the new BET. We are new ABC. We are the new local channel that's worldwide on this platform that's giving you information that's going to help you in anything you have going on, mental health, music business, anything you need, any type of resources for graphic artists to merch to even putting together a podcast festival. You know what I mean? That's one thing that's on my agenda. That's on my wish list, man. Is put together a podcast festival. I've been to a couple of them when I was in Albuquerque. That was very nice. I know Atlanta has one, and I believe New York City has one. But anybody that's putting together that, or in your hometown that having a podcast festival, please inbox us or tag us in any type of content that have that information. And I would like to take trips this year and meet people like you know what I'm saying? Money Man Pockets and meet my A Town, you know what I'm saying? Meet Betty Houdini, you know what I'm saying? And to really network in the flesh and really support each other in the flesh. It's a lot of things that we can do to keep this community moving on the internet. We have these tools. We're investing in ourselves. We're going to use it to our highest ability that we can reach. And the same thing as an artist, a singer, a writer, anybody that got movies going on Tubi, any book authors, man. These are the platforms to really get out there. So we're here to push this whole agenda forward, to where, because a lot of these other people is not really doing what we're doing. You know what I mean? They're not. You know what I'm saying? If you go into a company, a third party company, man, it's all about business. I appreciate that. But where is the love with the business for the people? We're for the people. Us independent podcasts for the people first, because we do a lot of free stuff for a lot of people. You know what I mean? And sometimes, it gets frustrating at time and it gets hard sometimes, but we keep pushing. You know what I mean? So shout out to La Familia. I'm out of Lockport, that Falls area. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man. They've been traveling. They've been going. They, I believe they be going overseas. This 2025. There is on a whole different wave with the music. Don't be afraid, podcasters. I know we want the bag. Reach out to people that's really put in that work, like a lot familiar, Winter Peace, Jasmine, Jazz, the R&B singer who just got signed. People like that, because they bring audiences to our platform because they have a nice little fan base and they actually put in that work. Shout out to Justin Newman, who's out there in Australia, who's definitely sharing content, pushing the way forward too. Shout out to the boom bap community. That's my music, boom bap. Shout out to the boom bap community, man. Like G's on boom bap show. Shout out to Chris G. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the underground. Uh, Shout out to platforms like that. You know what I mean? Who's actually keeping that music in that lane. Shout out to the FM digital radio, that's on the same wave we is that we're doing right now, like we do with the podcast, who's actually pushing the indie music forward. And I'm gonna say it again, indie artists. If your music get played on that platform, and you know your music get played on that platform, you should be marketing and pushing in that platform for the whole year, at least once a week, throughout 2025. Because why? They're continue playing your music. Bring your fan base to the platform to request your music get played. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to hit the cash apps, man. That's important. That keep us moving. That we don't think because we got that cash app flashed up that we want money, want to floss. No, that money is not. That money is made to keep us moving. That money to keep on so we can keep helping you guys out. Keep on playing your music. Keep on pushing your brand. That's what them cash apps that's on the bottom of the screens and stuff that you see popping up. People think that we take that money and just really floss. No, that you know what I'm saying? 85% of that money goes right back into what we got going on, man. You know what I'm saying? So please don't be afraid to give a dollar. You know what I'm saying? Do a pledge to give $1 a week. You know what I mean? What's $1 a week? What you gonna do with? I mean, most people do crazy things for $1. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Do that. Do a pledge. Go to, you know what I'm saying, Green Leaks Media. And when you see it at Green Leaks Media, you know what I'm saying, Cash App, put in $1 a week. You know what I'm saying? That's $4 a month. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Go to Betty Houdini and do a pledge for $1 a week. You know what I'm saying? On her Cash App, man. If we can get like 50 people to do that, that's $50 a month, and she can put in to pay for something, keep these going to help push your brand, to help you make double that money. You know what I mean? We got to keep investing into this community to keep it going and going for 2025, because there's really no other outlet out there that's really giving people a hand digitally, hands on of the brand and the music and what you have going on. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to hit up La Familia to do an interview, because they got a lot of things going on and they have a nice little fan. But don't be afraid to even, don't be afraid to listen. Don't be afraid to even hit me up. You know what I'm saying? To be on your platform and to be a special guest or interview, whatever it may be, because I'm going to do what it do. I'm going to share. I'm going to show so much love. You know what I'm saying? People gonna think I'm spamming. Understand me? You know what I mean? I'm bringing it. I'm putting it out there to all the people that love podcasts, the community. I'm gonna put it to the people who actually love these things. I'm not gonna give it to nobody that don't care about what we got going on. I'm going to share it to the people that I know that love what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, definitely show love to the people that's in the South. La Familia in the building. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm gonna put this right here so I can see all the people. Yeah, shout out to yeah. Salute to the rapid hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Money Man Pockets has said. Shout out to that too, man. Yeah, because let me tell you something, man. Hip hop culture is definitely shifting. The universe is shifting in that area because what's going on with the Diddy situation in Hollywood. Hollywood's getting burnt down as we speak. Um, I hate to say it, you know what I'm saying, but it got to happen because they've been stomping on us from day one. Independent podcasters, they've been definitely stomping on us for years, and now this is happening. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, because it costs money to do. Yeah, it costs a lot of money to do what we do. It does. It costs a lot of money to do what we do, man. And you know what I'm saying? So please get an opportunity to do a pledge in 2025 to give $1, you know what I'm saying, a week to a couple podcasts that you listen to as a listener. You know what I mean? Because us as running a podcast, I consider Money Bear Pockets and Betty Houdini, A Town, Cold Beer, Hot Liquor Podcast. People like that is our podcast peers. We gonna always stick together and support one another. And other podcasts that I'm missing out. If I miss you, please put it in the comments. I definitely give you a shout out because I listen to a lot of podcasts. Shout out to the ones who's on a whole nother scale on YouTube that I've listened to, that I'm a fan of, and stay in the rim. But I'm really focusing more on 2025 on independent indie podcasts because we don't get enough support, we don't get enough love, and we don't get enough, because we take the time to sacrifice like I'm doing today out of our day to go live and give y'all some information and some tools for free. Information you can't get anywhere else. Some of the stuff that we talk about is giving you free information you can't even find on Google. I'm just gonna be 100 about it. Especially the stuff that I bring to the table because I'm behind the scenes in this industry. I have a lot of people in the industry that I go to Zoom meetings once a year on, and I give information and I give back to give y'all the information what I've learned in those podcasts and those Zoom meetings I go in once a month of my people. Shout out to those who's tagging folks, man. Appreciate y'all. Continue to follow me. Inbox for any question you have about marketing. I'll give y'all some jumps. I have a marketing class for $30 for 30 minutes, man. I will give you all the sauce for 30 minutes for $30, man. That will help you make that $30 in 15 minutes back. Guaranteed. You know what I mean? Especially if you're consistent, you're a hard worker, you're a sacrificer, and you go hard like the people I've been naming that I've tagged, and the people that's in the description that I've tagged, and this is what I do. Um, yes, get let's see. Definitely got to. I got a typo, y'all. I got a typo there, man. Let me fix that. My bad on the typo. You know what I'm saying? Because I got an Apple computer, so they do that. All right. So yeah, go ahead and fix that typo real quick. You know what I mean? Get heard with no labels needed. And get heard with no labels needed is people like independent podcasters. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do like about a lot of review shows like Betty Houdini is if it's hot and it's fire, we'll play it back 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? And then she go by the request on your post. So if you got somebody that you have an artist that you love that she's playing and you want to hear it again, put it back in the post. She's gonna play it again for you. You know what I mean? She go by what the audience work. Even if she don't like the song, she's going to go with the audience want. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, man. We're catering to the people. We are a people podcast station. Everybody. Shout out to the Even Rush Network podcast who have different podcasts on finances. They have podcasts and systems on there about conversations going on in the world, mental health, like ourselves on Greenleaf Media. Please go to Greenleaf Media right now. It's in the description on YouTube and get those reels of the Queen Vet Green who gives you information every day, give you the daily bread of how to live every day and what you're going through. Everybody's lifing. You know what I'm saying? Ever since after the pandemic, man, people been lifing on a whole different scale. We losing loved ones every day. We were going through some things, but we still get on these platforms and still show love and play music and play music videos and we keep doing what we're doing in spite of what we're going through in our personal life. So, you know what I mean? That's why it's important to for you artists and businesses, anybody that's want to use these platforms, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to build relationships. Don't be afraid to share. You know what I'm saying? When you share on your platform as an artist, not just you, people wonder why I'm so successful as an artist in my own lane because I share other people's stuff on my platform. You're not just going to see just Joker to Overlook MC stuff on our platform. You're going to see podcasts. You're going to see other people's clothing. You might see me rock other people's merch. That's what I do. I rock other people's merch. You know what I mean? On my feeds, I share anything that's going on my feeds that's positive. Then I know that they're working hard. I know all about those people. And if you tag me on something, and it looks like it's professional, I'm gonna click on it. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't click on everything. I don't, because a lot of people that present stuff to me and you're not professional how you present things and they don't appeal to me, I won't click on it. You know what I mean? Even people that send stuff in the inbox, I don't click on it all the time. You got to look professional, especially if I go on your page and you actually doing campaign ads, you definitely marketing yourself. That attracts me to want to listen to it because you're trying to reach to the digital masses of the people. You know what I mean? To where it's still independent. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean? Those who's following the masses 100%, sometimes that M is silent. I don't know who's gonna catch that. You know what I mean? Those who follow the masses, you know what I'm saying, 100%, and don't connect with the independent world, that M is silent. And then you wonder why your career can't go to the next level right now because this is a different type of lane that's going on in 2025. 2024 was just the icing on the cake, man. Just we didn't even scratch the surface. We didn't even scratch the surface in 2024. Shout out to Cat Williams on the Shake Shake. Like he spilled the beans on a lot of things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And now 2025 is here. The trial going to start with Diddy on May 5th. Watch how this industry shifts for the opportunity for us independent artists and independent podcasts, independent internet radio. We're going to be the new face of the music industry. Trust that. We're going to be the new face. It's a lot of you artists not going to make it unless you go through people like myself, Green Links Media, Betty Houdini, La Familia, you know what I'm saying? Money Man Pockets, you know what I'm saying? A Town, you know what I'm saying? Go Hard Entertainment, like us, as we actually putting in this work every single day on these platforms from Facebook to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know TikTok is not going anywhere. Trust me. Trump is going to make sure TikTok stay running because that is a economy source to keep the economy moving to the fullest. You know what I mean? For us business people like ourselves, you feel me? That's what it's doing. You know what I mean? For people like, you know what I'm saying, Ball ENT, who I'm a part of, or I'm the president of that company. You feel me? You know, people like us that's actually building from the ground up. Legos. Understand me? We putting things together. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? And that's it takes a team, you know what I'm saying, to do this. And I'm building a team. I'm being part of teams. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm deboing myself to the team because I love what y'all doing. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I come in on my Friday debo. You hear that bite squeak, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to tuck in your chain. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta open those links because I'm gonna share them. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because the fact that because I'm attracted to the people who's actually doing something positive and try to keep this internet family world to keep moving, to continue to break records and brands and all that. So when people do go to that next level, you have a position. And those who go to that next level and don't put people in position, shame on you. Shame on you. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for people like us to keep building together as a unit, you would have never been to that place. You forget where you come from. You forget who's definitely sharing your stuff. If you see that Betty Houdini is sharing your stuff and you go to the next level and you forget about her, shame on you. When you see that Green Links Media is pushing these things on our platform and all that, and you go to the next level and you forget about us, shame on you. Because if we ever go to the next level, and either we're not going to forget none of y'all. We're going to bring each and every one of y'all with us. You know what I mean? In some way of a position to where you have an opportunity not just to get your brand seen and heard, but also get a bag. You know what I'm saying? This is all about. You got a lot of tools on this internet that we use, like what we do. You have a place you can start your own Roku channel. You know what I'm saying? The budget is a different level on that level, but we all can come together and build that channel together. Imagine all these podcasters go ahead and get our bag together, a little small little budget, and we all can put in on that Roku channel. We can have our own Roku channel that's on Fire Stick, and we can market that thing to where people got to go there to watch certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's the new wave in 2025. You know what I'm saying? That's the new wave. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it will change your life. It would change your life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's on this joint right now, man, that's in the comments, man, make sure y'all click the arrow. Make sure y'all share this to 3 groups. Tag about 4 or 5 people that you know that need this information. And shout out to you know what I'm saying, Money Man Pocket. Shout out to all my people, Jasmine, Winter Peace, you know what I'm saying, and also the baddest girl, in the baddies film, which is the reality show who's coming to Buffalo this weekend. Legacy Lee. You know what I'm saying? I got her hoodie, and she's gonna rock the merch of the Joker, which I still got one of my old school merch on right now. But I got the hoodie season, got stuff going on. Went to Piece of one of the ambassadors. Influence. Shout out to y'all. I got my next set coming soon. When I do, I'm gonna hit up people like Money Man Pockets and also Betty Houdini and give y'all some free merch, man. You know what I'm saying? To give y'all a gift to thank y'all for sharing and showing love because y'all didn't know how to do what y'all think y'all been doing. Y'all be watching. I've been watching for 2 weeks. Y'all been flooding us and like 30 or 40 groups, man. Y'all continue to support, and I want to give a gift to you guys on my next batch of merch. So don't be afraid to give me your size, your information in my inbox. And so when I get that new batch done for February, I believe, I will give y'all a free T-shirt or hoodie shipped out to y'all because I really appreciate what you guys is doing. I see it, and I always support and share every time they get on live, man. They have an amazing podcast. Not familiar, man. You need to get up with Money Man Pockets, man. Good podcast. Get with Betty Houdini. They have an amazing following, amazing music review. Go ahead and get the amazing music a lot familiar got. Go ahead and do what to do. Go ahead and skip the line, man, because once you skip the line once, they're gonna love your music and they're gonna keep it on rotation. The music is definitely off the chain, man. The music is definitely amazing. Shout out to Country Boy Kev out there in Texas, who's getting the whole Southwest off the chain. Got the big things going on 420 out there. Hopefully, I can take a trip out there this spring. If not, I'm definitely doing a couple trips for the summer with the podcast, traveling a little bit and making it do what it do, and doing a lot of things. So I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Showing love on this joint, man. This is brought to you by Painted Drip, which is my clothing line. You know what I'm saying? I be doing my thing. You know what I mean? And I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I'm gonna see what I could bring up right now. uh to this platform, man. Shout out to Raise the Bar ENT. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely is my joint right there, connected with my man Boss Banger. And this is the music video right here, man. Now make sure y'all tag Betty Houdini real quick. I hope she's tuning in. I don't know if she's at her regular job or whatever, but I'm going to play one of our number one song. We are number five, no, number three in Santa Monica. We were number six in LA. We are number 24 in the top 100 for the Boom Back Supreme show. We are in the top 50 in the Boom Back Z Zone out there in Paris. This song, Buffalo, Brooklyn. I'm going to play this music video right here. And I appreciate every one of y'all. We're going to be right back. I'll be right back. Y'all put your questions in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Make it do that. Make sure y'all share this right now. You're going to music video right here. Buffalo, Brooklyn.
They really feel me, I ain't keeping in touch. When they down low, hating, don't be peeping in much.
That's why I'm on the low when I'm getting this dough. Just like Uncle Luke when they peeping the show.
Even the roads and concrete be forced to grow. That ground you be under if you forced to low.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 be slick just like CeeLo. Chest so big to grind like Rambo.
First blood is spilled, tension is built. Every sentence, every bar, every mention is killed.
I'm caught the party, sipping on Bacardi. You lying in your rhymes, I'm lying like Ed Hard.
Bugatti skirt, 0 to 60. If I stop to think or blink, you might miss me.
Mach 10 to win, smile just grin. Blessing my mess, somehow I still sin. Crooks off the book, you shook like vibrators. You driving around, we out like radiators. Yeah.
Tailgaters, kill haters, snipe shit. Dutch clear, nothing left but night shit.
Aim shots, 5 hits, real quick. Change up the ski mask and outfit.
Night dog, we lit, Edison. Sit and yak while Joker smoke the medicine.
That's why they call me the high joke. You like the match without no smoke.
Mike Jordan, game 6, I won't choke. They complain about shit, but won't vote.
This the realest shit that I wrote. You cats not hard, you soft like egg yolk.
Cause, give me a round of applause. Don't come around here unless you come with bars. Bang.
Yes, no doubt, man. That is the music video right there, man, from Rage Ball ENT, man. B2B is named the group. That's also the name of the song, Buffalo to Brooklyn, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Buffalo. Boss from Brooklyn, but we both Buffalo Bills fans. You know we're going to go ahead and kill them Broncos this weekend. And we is going to the bowl and we winning this year. Shout out to Vegas. All the major millionaire gamblers already got their money already in the Buffalo to win it all this year. Every single one of them. There's not one person that picked any other team in Vegas right now. So shout out to that. And usually when that happened, that's usually what happened. Shout out to the Simpsons who had us Buffalo Bills on there, and they also predicted because Simpsons don't lie. Simpsons been predicted things for the last past 20 years, and they came true. And it's continue to do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo Bills, man. Go Bills, Mafia, make it do what it do. Let's get right into this thing, man. Digital marketing questions, man. Put it in the comments, man. Anybody have any questions of how to market yourself, how you can make $1,000 a week and how you can make 50 grand a year? You know what I mean? What you can do, any tips and stuff that you can do to make things better as an artist, as a business owner, and all that, because there's so many things that you can do on this platform. to make it do the do. Shout out to Winter Peace. I am her marketing manager now. I'm her marketing manager now. We had a meeting this morning, put together a plan, the things you can use on Spotify, you know what I'm saying, to help things out, to help find your audience to where you get your DIYers to come to you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Long from Years in the building. Happy New Year, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Green Leaks Media, Vet Green, the Queen is here. In the comments, make sure you go ahead and follow her, the CEO, and make sure in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? In the description, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and make it do what it do, man. Go ahead and follow our YouTube page, man, ASAP. Make it do what it do. We appreciate everybody tuned over here. But yeah, we any questions in the comments, I would definitely answer them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, and what you got to do. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people have been hitting me up. I think one of the questions that somebody had asked me was of how can I use the Spotify to find my audience. I have trained um, Winter Peace um, how to do. Don't be afraid to use secondhand um pitch music pitches and stuff like that. You know, so don't be afraid to use those things because you're not getting paid for the streams anyway, and they're not taking music down no more because of bots. So you can pretty much use those things and then go right into your account on Spotify, right? Once you get on your Spotify and get in your account on your Spotify, you can go click on your go all the way down on your page, click on your picture, and then you'll see the cities, the people that they say that is listening to you, and then go ahead and do a campaign ad on your TikTok, campaign ad on your Instagram or Facebook to any one of those cities. You know what I mean? To actually find the people who's listening to you, and then those bots can change to humans. Before you know it, you know you'd be surprised how many people will listen to your music, buy your merch, follow you on social media, and all that. As a business owner, should I wear my brand to an event all the time, man? That's all I do, man. Also, I wear my event. Even you know, find something online that was designed like maybe like a suit, or if you got any dressy clothes, if you want to be professional in certain events, you could have that made with your logo on it. Maybe get a name tag. You know what I'm saying? It's all about looking. We independent is we gotta walk corporate. You Why you walking corporate, why you in independent world, man. You know what I'm saying? The mainstream people gonna be shook and being afraid. They're like, who is this person? And then they're gonna wanna ask you questions and they wanna invite you to dinner and all that good stuff. And be careful about and get invited to those things. You see what's going on with the dating situation. But just saying. But they get definitely getting afraid and getting scared of people like us who coming in on a professional level. As we being an independent podcast, independent artist, independent fashion designer, and all that, still got to look presentable. People forget about their image when they're in these businesses. Sometimes you got to be careful of how you dress and certain things, so people can take you serious. There's a lot of talent out there that I've seen on podcasts, music producers, DJs, and all that. And sometimes how they present themselves, I can't take them serious. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, they sound good, but I don't know what they're trying to do because you present yourself in a different way. They're talking the same they was talking 4 years ago. Change up on your etiquette talking as being professional too. When you're going on a podcast and then after the podcast, when you're interviewing somebody or if you're talking to them, at in life you see a lot of f bombs and this and that going on. Like, come on, like sometimes you gotta grow. Sometimes, you know what I mean. Um, I see many people, including yourself, is doing. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm definitely staying on the brand, keeping the brand solid all across the board. I'm even putting the painted drip logo more on the forefront than the Joker logo, because the Joker logo is the artist, painted drip is the fashion. So I'm trying to separate those so where I can change the audience to the music as the music side of me and the fashion side of me. Since now I'm designing stuff for artists, I'm the official designer for painted drip for Winter Peace now and for Green Links Media. So now I have to separate those things to where the audience is still under one umbrella, under one community, but they still have their own lane. So I got to really transition that in 2025 on that because now I'm involved in other things because I've grown a little bit. So I got to while I'm growing a little bit, I got to continue to change certain things that I do. And I know a lot of people forget about those things, man. I even on certain situations that I'm invited to. You know what I mean? I've been invited to a lot of podcasts lately. I was on one last week on the Hollywood one, and I see, how the energy of how they do things, the frequency what they do things, and I follow up on that and try to stay in that same realm what they got going on, and just and just get in when I fit in, and also help market and support what they got going on. And any other platform I'm on, I'll do the same. Saying like if Betty Houdini will hit me up and say, yo, I'm doing this review show. I want you on this review show with me. I'm saying I'm going to adapt to what her platform is about. I'm going to adapt and push that brand just as much I'm pushing mine, but more lean into that more because I am a guest and I want to help that movement out and to help. That's the type of mindset you should have in business when you're connected to other podcasters in that nature. So make sure y'all continue to study, go down a rabbit hole on certain platforms and certain people's movements, what they got going on as an artist, podcaster, producers, fashion designers, or any other business or what they got going on. I always go down the rabbit hole and see what's going on and see what they're all about. Sometimes you don't have to ask those questions what you're all about. Sometimes you just go down the rabbit hole because you trust me. These social media will tell you. That's for sure. These social media will tell you more about you than what you're doing. You can tell when somebody's capping. You can tell when somebody's not really truthful what they got going on just because you went to their Instagram page, you went to their TikTok page, and then you go to their Facebook page, and they just ain't adding up what's going on in their life or what they're doing. You know what I mean? And that's why I promote and market the platforms that I'm active on. I don't market the Twitter page, the X page, whatever. I'm not on that platform, even though I do have a page. I'm not on that platform every day. I might post now and then on there, but I'm not heavy. That's not my source. That's not my baby. But I'm going to market and promote the Facebook page, the affiliates I'm down with, Greenwich Media, my businesses I'm connected with, and my Instagram and TikTok. You know what I mean? And so them are the things of what you do in that area. But no doubt. And I've noticed too, and I've been talking to Facebook off and on today, chatting because once you talk to technical support and know anything you need, I've been chatting with them, and like I'm learning more on this copyright thing that's going on, and certain things that they said to ignore because she said that's just the system making sure everything is okay. That's one thing I did learn today. So if you is continually using Facebook as your baby platform besides your TikTok and your YouTube and all that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can ignore some of those copyright things. You know what I'm saying? That's going on because it's not really messing with your algorithm, especially if you have a good solid team who's actually pushing. It's not going to mess up your algorithm. I just learned that today. Some stuff I do dispute. Some things I do take down, especially old content that pops up every day. That's my anniversary, and say that you have a dispute. I usually don't dispute those. I usually delete those, and so the algorithm could be brand new for 2025. So my new content brings new people and have a new audience. So it's okay for you to go to your analytics and it says that you had 15 unfollowers in the last 30 days. That's good to have that because what it's doing is the algorithm is trying to figure out the people that can take those places, and they're going to double up on those people who actually love what you're doing. So don't get discouraged when you see numbers of people unfollowing you on your TikTok, on your on Facebook, either that, because all it's doing is resetting your algorithm for those people to
Yeah.
come in and do what
Oh,
it do.
okay.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? Yes,
what's
yes,
up, bro? I'm trying to
yeah,
get in here. I've been lifing.
yeah. We got the queen in the house. That queen, the queen.
What's up?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
I had a question. That's why, because I heard you say if you had any questions, I do have a question.
Okay.
As a business owner, and I'm asking for myself as well, as a business owner, do you recommend branding, wearing like your brand out?
Yes.
Because I noticed that you do that, and I'm like, man, I need to be doing that
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
for
yeah. Yeah.
events and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Always do that. Especially in especially those events, man. I definitely tell people to do that. But especially certain events, I try to see what the dress code is. Sometimes I act, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I see I go on the rabbit hole, like with the Hollywood podcast. I always been watching those guys for almost a year now, and I've been seeing them on my feed. So I pretty much get an idea of what the dress code is, or what's going on, what's the level, what community they with, far as the conversation and what they talk about. Um, some things might not fit our platform, but I'll adapt to that platform and also wear my brand on that platform. Yeah.
The other question I had is, so I see a lot of people out at the events and stuff like that. I know some people are going to get frustrated because you don't always make a sale. Do you recommend still doing it? Because you do get experience that way if you go out to these events as a vendor to sell your merchandise. Because I noticed, and I remember a conversation that we had that
Hmm.
you had with another artist out, out in Buffalo, and you were telling them about different ways to merchandise themselves, like vinyl,
Hmm.
like I'm wearing Buffalo Bills. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here thinking about this as I'm talking to you, and I'm supposed to be wearing green links.
Yeah. That's cool. But you from Buffalo too. That's cool too. But it's better trying to wear your brand as much as possible. Far as not making a sale, this is my strategy. I'm giving y'all the sauce. I'm giving everybody the sauce right now. So those who's tuned in, who has merch, you know what I'm saying? Please take notes. Try to figure out who's going to be there and have a piece of merch that you want to give out for free in that at that event. You know what I mean? Even though you pay for a table, or some events that so far in Buffalo they've been not charging for tables, they let people go in there for free. You just got to sign up, first come, first serve. That's cool too. But I'm always looking for somebody to give something out for free who's going to be there. As far as I put
Mm.
somebody that maybe I'm a fan to, or somebody that might have a podcast is going to be there. A couple people that's media that's there that I love or support. I might have,
Mm.
figure out, well, what side are you? You know what I'm saying? So at the event, I go ahead and give them a t-shirt, hoodie, a hat, and them type of things, give some free out at that event. Because one thing I do learned about merchandise is the more the people see it, if they just see it on people, the more they want it. So
Isn't
yeah,
that's marketing 101? I'm grabbing that too, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
grabbing that one. I got another. I got to take this call. But I just wanted to, because I know you said that you weren't seeing the comments, and I had those questions myself as I am building this thing out. So I appreciate you. I grabbed my nuggets and I'm running off. So,
Yeah, no
all
doubt. Yeah,
right.
appreciate the Queen Vet Green, the CEO,
I'm
boss
on my
of
phone doing this. All right.
oh
Thanks, bro.
yes, no doubt. Of Greenleaf's Media. Make sure it's in the description. Is the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and all that good stuff right there, and make it do what it do all day long. But yeah, these are definitely the tips that you can do. Like I said, I don't see the comments the um on the StreamYard side, but I do see it on my phone side, so that's why I can see who's tapped in and who's not on. So, if that's it on the questions in the comments, I'm definitely going to be back on sometime this week. I'm going to continue to show love to all the other podcasters. Because Greenleaf Media is a media company, a podcast company, and radio who supports other podcasts in radio. We're gonna continue to share on our platforms, share it in our groups and all that, and continue to keep this community strong on this digital world and keep this digital community moving forward in 2025. And guess what? Artists, designers, and all that, you need us just as much as we need you. But you artists and business people need us more because you trying to bring your brand and people to listen to the music and all that. And that's the best way to go. That's the best way to go right now, and it is what it is. Yes, the podcast. Invest in yourself. The podcast is the new marketing tool for 2025. It's just one of the number one. It's number one on the list You know what I'm saying? All across the board. So if you're not getting your music played or getting you on independent podcasters, then you're missing out on the opportunity to build a fan base and make money in your sleep, get your website moving, and actually bring people to engage with you. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. That's number one for artists. Make sure, and I'm going to bring a challenge for your independent artists and business owners and internet that have websites for businesses and all that. I recommend a challenge for y'all to try to, as much as you can, is to connect with at least 50 independent podcasters a year. 50 in 2025. And at the end of the year, hit me up and let me know what podcasters you were on that you connected with, you network with at the end of this year. And we'll do another show like this and bring you on and let you know that this thing works. And you'll see that your business or your artist or your merch or your shows, whatever you got going on, is going to go up fun, mad, fantastic on a whole nother level. And I like to see that growth because independent podcast is definitely number one on the internet. So no doubt. This your boy the Joker the Overlook MC, man. I definitely will be back. Keep continuing. I'm gonna continue sharing, showing love. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who tuned in. Money Man, Pockets, Live Familiar. You know, shout out to the Red Green Queen, the CEO and the owner of Green Links Media. Shout out to Betty Houdini, who's showing mad love and tag crazy people in her circle to tune in. And she posts us on her group page. Continue to show love to her. Continue to show love to all my A-Town podcasts in Anderson, South Carolina, and ATL, in Atlanta, and Larry Loud, even West Network. I can just name drop all day long. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And to continue to keep doing what you're doing, yo. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that the market class is right there in the description, man. $30 for 30 minutes. I will give you the sauce in the game, how to market yourself for your lane, for what you got going on, only for $30 in the Cash App at Painted Drip is the Cash App. It's definitely sponsored by Painted Drip, the locals in the corner. This is your boy, the Joker. I'm up out of this joint, man. Peace. Yes, indeed.
Follow the drip, follow the drip.
Are you one that likes to stand out amongst the rest? Well, check out Painted Drip by the Joker. Painted Drip is a customized footwear company that it specializes in unique hand-painted, customized footwear, which is hand-painted by the Joker himself. Shipping is available all over, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you are, we can get your products to you. So follow the drip. Check out their IG page, Painted Drip, for more information. And again, all footwear is customized and hand-painted by the Joker himself.